try to do this one more time before I give up on this. Let's keep playing the game. Come back to it later.
$110 frames. Heracross, Wes and Entei, Wes and Raikou, and Wes and Swampert. Alright, now once you get your initial seed, open up Pokefinder and click the GameCube tab. Make sure your correct profile is selected. And paste your seed down here. Now, with that, check the Shiny Only box and check the Use Delay box. In Use Delay, put the number 5 there. Then hit Generate. And a bunch of shiny frames will pop out. Now we're going to want to pick something that is 10,000 or less. So as you can see, we have one here with 1,110 frames. So we're going to go into XDC and we're going to paste our seed again in this box right here. Then we're going to type 1110 and we're going to hit search. And something that is 10,000 or less. So as can see we have one here with 1,110 frames. So we're going to go into XD seed, and we're going to paste our seed again in this box right here. Then we're going to type 1110, and we're going to hit search. Okay, if nothing comes up, there's two options. You can either increase the amount of remainder, which is how many remaining frame advancements you have to do, or you can just reset for a new seed. Neither of these remainders are good because neither of them are divisible by 20/7. So because of that, what you have to do, since despite this frame being very close, you can't actually control the RNG for it, so we have to do another initial seed find. Alright, so just the same thing again. Refind our initial seed. And hope something is easier to attain. Ultimate is Seth Blaziken. Seth Blaziken. G-Tab. That is good. We can research it. Just man. So this is go into singles, ultimate, then singles. We have 7 frames remaining after we do this advancement, which we can just do by viewing our PDA once we load the game up. And if you are not familiar with the types of advancements and what I'm doing here in this method, please, I urge you, so just view the snag list in PDA. That's the 7 advancement I'm doing. What you're looking for in the remainder there, by the way, is this will advance you this many frames, and then you have a remainder left, right? What you're looking for is increments of either 7 or 20, because those are the only small amounts of increments that you can do. So I probably couldn't do most of these, actually. This might have been the only one I would be capable of doing, just as luck happened to turn out there. But after I've done my 7 advancement, I just run into the battle that I'm going for with a Skarmory. Now, make sure all the trainers are cleared up till here, until the Skarmory trainer, and on top of that, if you didn't understand the type of advancement I'm doing with XD Seed right here, please watch my basics guide. I explain and have a translation of this in the comments, okay? But this is just a quick way to get these shinies. Luckily, this cutscene actually affects nothing for the Skarmory. Usually it's better to clear cutscenes if you're capable. I just forgot it was here. Now at this point, you just want to start the encounter and actually get your Shino Skarmory, or whatever shiny Pokemon that you happen to be aiming for. Now, if you happen to be in an area with noise, my best suggestion for you would be to move through the area as quickly as possible, and then see how many frames late you were. However, like I said, I'm going to make a more in-depth video on how to cover noisy areas. This is just for like a quick shiny in areas that are simple to actually RNG in. Now at this point, I am going to just let the battle play out until I capture the Skarmory. There's nothing else you can do. Now, I said this in one of my other videos, but here's the thing. These endgame battles can be quite a bit challenging, and if you lose, as long as the shadow Pokemon was actually sent out, you don't have to reset the game. Just go into the battle. So if I lost here, this would not be good, right? Don't, just reset. But if I lost after Skarmory got sent out, the Skarmory is actually permanently locked at that point. So now I can go back in and re-encounter the Skarmory. And it would always be shiny. But that's just a very niche situation if that happens to occur. Alright, so the Skarmory gets sent out. Don't be concerned if it's not shiny. It's very likely to not be shiny when you first encounter it. And in fact, it actually can't be shiny on the first encounter anyway. All you gotta do is catch it at this point. So now, if I only had these two Pokemon and I lost here, Skarmory would actually still be shiny. But luckily, I have more backup Pokemon. Oh, and here I actually realized in Colosseum, by the way, what that little menuing there was I realized I didn't want the Ampharos to be in that slot. And I was like, oh, how do I switch? You actually can't. So like once I confirmed the Ampharos for the slot that it was getting sent out in, it actually just couldn't be fixed. So here I use the Master Ball glitch. If you don't know what that is, throw the Master Ball, and then as your second Pokemon, switch the Master Ball spot in the item list, and then do whatever you want with that Pokemon. So you'll never run out of the Master Ball once you get it. Very handy. Especially if you're not too picky about your ball to Pokemon like combo or whatever, you know. And now you check. And as you can see, it is a green burb. My green metal burb. It's hard to show before it's sent out, so I'll wait for it to be sent out and sparkle. And the nice thing about this is you actually know its nature, because since you RNG'd the bird, this one's Jolly, I believe, you actually know the entire spread. This actually has perfect HP and defense, which is super funny. Didn't even look for that, but yeah. And there's the sparkling bird. So good luck with all of your shinies. Please tweet them at me at I'm_A_bliss. By the way, this will advance you this many frames, and then you have a remainder left, right? What you're looking for is increments of either 7 or 20.
Yeah.
this thing go away. I shut off in that first video. Pick our current seed, and we'll hang out with that for a second. So I'm going to game. I played through all the way up to accessing Pyrite Cave. I cleared out all of the trainers. I caught some of the shadow Pokemon here. I just caught these guys. Shadow Pokemon all the way up to this point. We don't have stable RNG methods to manip them, so probably not going to use them very much. I have heard a little bit of these. But we are going to. So first things first, I'm going to go over how to calibrate your blink timer. You don't super need it for Makihito, which is why I didn't really talk about it too much there. But for all the regular blink units, we're going to need it. So the trainer right here has Metapet. But we want to capture Metapet, we want to manip it, but we want to get to Dunsparce first. So we're going to KO the trainer here. Just to get past him to Dunsparce, so we can calibrate our blink timer on the Pokemon. I have a test profile in here because my Heracross one I already had calibrated. So I'm just going to do a fresh profile to show you guys what it looks like. We're just going to do this fight. We're going to KO him, and then we're going to calibrate our timer on Dunsparce, and then we'll reset the game without saving, so we can come back into this. Because your calibration is going to be the same, since it's based on you and your fingers and your ears and your brain. It'll apply. It'll be probably applicable to all your fingers. So you can sort it out. We can just reset the game and then 5 minutes. That'll probably make confusion on you. Just doubling it up just in case. Shadow Rush will finish them off with this. 1 HP. Oh, I don't know. Okay. Oh, hopefully it hits him. Once we get to Dunsparce, I'll show off the process for calibrating your blink timer. But I would also recommend, included with Copilot in the Google Drive for the download, is a guide section here with the whole document on blink timer offset and regular blink. So if you don't want to listen to me talk about it, you can always skip ahead and read the documentation. Or if it's something I mentioned for you, just go check it out. But this is really well written. Pretty much just going to follow it to a T. So. Having this calibrated is really handy because it basically makes every normal blink encounter pretty free. It's a huge window you're aiming for. So I'll get into it later, but it makes a lot of these regular blink manips pretty easy. And the process really only takes 1 or 2 tries. I'll probably confirm it on this other one, because it's probably going to be what I expect, since I've already done this once or twice, but I'll talk about how you can do this thing. So we beat that guy. If we want to come back and nip him, we're not going to save, so that Shadow Mog. We're going to go over here to the stairs, and this will bring us down to the instant Dunsparce. There's no overworld noise here. Upstairs in the cave there is, but down here it's really quiet, which is what makes Dunsparce really easy to nip, and one of the first regular blinks that we do. So we're going to go over to Espeon. Kind of like what I did for Makihito, we're going to refine our sneaker blinks. Blink search tab. I'm going to put in my initial suit here. And now in this text guide here, John recommends if you're going to try and KO this for the Metatite trainer, you need to search for around 2 million. It'll find us our result. So I'm gonna hit summary, start inputs, and press shift. I'll probably do like 7 minutes. 3. I'll do it. I'm in this one. So if you miss a blink, you don't get them consecutively, it's going to give you no results. So don't be like me and try to do it. did about 9 there. And so I'm going to leave this open so that I can synchronize the blink timer later. I'm copying our current seed, and I'm going to go to the Show Blinks section here. Paste the seed up here, and I'm going to set a target advancements of about 4,000. That's what John suggests in the guide. That's enough time for you to get your blink timer all situated. So I'm going to hit calculate, and it's going to give me a whole list of blinks. And now, looks like 3992 might be good. Yeah, let's go for 3992. So I'm going to copy 3992 and then paste it up here. So what we're basically doing here is we're aiming for a blink specific so that we can see how far we're off when we try and hit this. So I basically just went down to the bottom, the closest one to 4,000, and I copied it, and now I made it my target. So I'm going to try and hit blink 3992. So since I still have Espeon Summer open, the timer's going to synchronize. So all I need to do is hit open timer, and I can hit start. It's synchronized perfectly. You can hear that the bloop sound matches whenever Espeon closes their eyes. It's about a minute till we hit 3992. And we're going to basically see what we hit, aiming for 3992, and then we can adjust our offset basically. So once this goes off, I'm going to hit so you can hear it. Even with the new blinks checked, you're still going to get to hear the countdown. So once you verify that, yep, the sound matches the bloops, that matches the eyelids, you're perfectly fine to hit mute. So once the countdown goes off, on the last beat, I'm going to press B to exit the summary. And we're going to start the battle, catch Dunsparce, and see what its stats are. That's going to tell us what advanced reaction. And the reason Dunsparce works so well here is because between closing the summary and getting into the battle, there are no overworld advances happening. All of the other shadows up to this point, more or less, have overworld advances that would interfere with this process. So we wouldn't be able to tell exactly what we're doing. So, in a couple seconds here, I'm going to press B, we're going to start the battle. And see what we hit. Alright, so we can close out of this. And I'm just going to talk to the lady. I think I have a full party, which is annoying, but there's a save station right past her, so we're going to catch this Sparse. Let's see here. I'll throw a Great Ball to start. I'm just gonna throw a return out. Confusion probably wouldn't have killed, but. We can close out of the timer. So I'm going to take, while I'm trying to catch this, I'm going to take my seed and I'm going to copy it over to available spreads. And I'm just going to select Dunsparce, wipe out additional advances. Yours will be 0 anyway. I was doing something else. So we're just getting this section ready to count it when we get it. So we'll just change it to find my stats. Once we get the stats of the Pokemon, it'll tell us what it is. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to catch the Sparse. Hopefully when we calc this, my other profiles are set to 15. I need to switch this one to 15 is the one that I settled on. So hopefully when we calc this, I will be off by 15. But your number is going to be different. Everybody's is. It's all just based on your reaction times. Everybody's are different. So we're just helping the tool help us get our blinks. So we're going to need to finish this battle. Oh no, I have to respawn. Alright, so we're going to count these stats. So, we go to oops. So we're going to count these stats. 1, 6, 2, 6, 7, 8, and I'm going to calculate. It's going to tell me I hit 4,006. Now you can do math, or you can come down here to the miscellaneous tools section and oh no, I'm sorry, it's not there. It's actually in Blink Search. So we got to calculate offset. I'm going to paste that there. My target advances are already highlighted because I have them in this box here. So we are going to hit calculate. It's going to tell me I was up on 19F, which is surprising to me actually. So now, the way that we would test this is I would come over to my profile, hit edit, Change my timer offset to 19. And then we would try it again. So I'm going to reset the game. I'm going to get back to Dunsparce, and I'm going to try and hit that. I'm surprised mine is different from mine. But we'll test it out. We'll see if I hit this one. Maybe I'll use 19. So now we reset the game. I'm just going to refine my next seed again. To be used to this one at this point. Take that. Yeah, lead spots. Proceed keeping. Now we're going to go back to Dunsparce, and we're going to try and actually advance to a target. Link exit. Basically, the way that this works is whenever a Pokemon blinks, it freezes the state of the RNG for a while. Yeah, we're shooting for those windows because that's a reliable point to get our seed. So I'll finish this trainer. We're gonna go back to Dunsparce. I would have just said, oh, there it is. I got the range I expected, but I actually hit a completely different offset value than I was expecting. So we'll go through it with this one. So once again, I'm gonna KO this trainer. I'm not gonna save. I'm gonna come back and do it the real way. Once I confirm that my offset is good. And I probably should have mentioned it, but you want to use your actual profile for this. This is just a test one I set up so that I can play with the numbers a little bit. But I'm going to apply this to my main Heracross profile once I get all set. I probably should just edit it in now. So ditch this test profile. I'm going to make this 19. And then, yeah, let's do this. Oops. Okay, we'll finish the battle. And then I'll show you, I'll kind of walk through the process of confirming that that blink offset is good for you. We're going to basically just try and hit it with shiny and see what happens. And if we hit it, then we know our blink offset is good. If we don't hit it, we'll calculate we're off by again, and we'll kind of miss. And we're basically going to do the same process again. We're going to reblink, find our current seed, and then we're actually going to search for a target spread and try to hit it. Alrighty, find seed is open. I got my max advances set to about 2 million again. Is that 20 million? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2 million. Alright, start our inputs again. I'm going to log about 9 blinks. Because that seemed like it was enough last time. Let's see. Okay, that works. So I will take our current seed. I'm going to go over to available spreads first. Put that copy right. Sorry, looks like it didn't copy. Oh no, it did. All right, search for target. I've got Star Square selected. So it looks like we've got this guy. That looks pretty good. It's hardy too, so it could be a 3-segment. I'll talk about that later when we get to this guy for real, actually. All right. Yeah, so I've got my seed. We get to Dunsparce, Blink Pokemon's Espeon. Shiny Star Square, Nature Hardy. I want to look for that one. All right, we're looking for. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so we if this is your first time looking for a target, then I recommend go that. Once we get to done.
Because those are the only small amounts of increments that you can do. So I probably couldn't do most of these actually. This might have been the only one I would have. Now we have 7 frames remaining after we do this advancement, which we can just do by viewing our PDA once we load the game up. And if you are not familiar with the types of advancements and what I'm doing here, load the game up. And if you are not familiar with the types of advancements and what I'm doing here in this method, please, I urge you, so just view the snag list in PDA, that's the 7 advancement I'm doing. What you're looking for in the remainder there, by the way, is this will advance you this many frames, and then you have a remainder left, right? What you're looking for is increments of either 7 or 20, because those are the only small amounts of increments that you can do. So I probably couldn't do most of these actually. This might have been the only one I would be capable of doing, just as luck happened to turn out there. But after I've done my 7 advancement, I just run into the battle that I'm going for with a Skarmory. Now, make sure all the trainers are cleared up till here, until the Skarmory trainer, and on top of that, if you didn't understand the type of advancement I'm doing with XDC right here, please watch my basics guide. I explain and have a translation of this in the comments, okay? But this is just a quick way to get these shinies. Luckily, this cutscene actually affects nothing for the Skarmory. Usually it's better to clear cutscenes if you're capable. I just forgot this. Now at this point, you just want to start the encounter and actually get your Shino Skarmory, or whatever shiny Pokemon that you happen to be in. Now, if you happen to be in an area with noise, my best suggestion for you would be to move through the area as quickly as possible, and then see how many frames late you are. However, like I said, I'm going to make a more in-depth video on how to cover noisy areas. This is just for like a quick shiny in areas that are simple to actually RNG in. Now at this point I am going to just let the battle play out until I capture the Skarmory. There's nothing else you can do. Now, I said this in one of my other videos, but here's the thing. These endgame battles can be quite a bit challenging, and if you lose, as long as the Shadow Pokemon was actually sent out, you don't have to reset the game. Just go into the battle. So if I lost here, this would not be good, right? Don't, just reset. But if I lost after Skarmory got sent out, the Skarmory is actually permanently locked at that point. So now I can go back in and re-encounter the Skarmory, and it would always be shiny. But that's just a very niche situation if that happens to occur.
Why do you have Ice Beam? Nice. No.